What you can do to create emotional intimacy in your relationship. Do you remember when you first met each other and how you felt that connection to one another? Being emotionally connected means knowing all the scars, all the brokenness, all the deep wounds, even the things that your partner may be ashamed of in their life. I want to encourage you to study your spouse. Show a genuine interest in your spouse. There is nothing more painful to realize that you have been married to this person for X amount of years and a genuine emotional connection isn't there anymore. I can guarantee you if that emotional connection isn't there, then the sexual connection isn't there, and the spiritual connection isn't there. Before I move on, I want to tell you a quick story about being genuine in relationships. My heroin addict uncle, who I grew up with, bought me a bike. I think I was about 9 years old. So I grew up in the 80s, and if you had a Diamondback or a Redliner or a Mongoose with the rims and the CW handlebars and the paddings that went on the bike, you were a pretty cool kid in the neighborhood. Most of my friends had one of these popular bikes, the BMX bikes, and I wanted one, of course. My uncle knew that I wanted one, and one day he came home with this red Mongoose that was just outside on the driveway with all the paddings and all the Mongoose stickers everywhere. I mean, it looked phenomenal. I was excited. On the outside, this bike looked like the real deal. I took it to the park, showed it off to my friends. And after a while, my friends began to notice that underneath the padding, the parts were not genuine Mongoose parts. Turns out it wasn't even a Mongoose at all. It was a bunch of bike parts put together with all the padding and stickers that said Mongoose, covering up what it really was, a fake. I didn't have that bike for long. My heroin addict uncle rode off in it one day, telling me that he was going to the store and sold it. I'd never seen that bike again, and that was okay because it wasn't real. What does creating genuine emotional intimacy with your spouse look like in a kingdom marriage? The first part is knowing all parts of each other's story. We may have a dark side, a traumatic past, things that we've done that we're not proud of, but our partner knows everything about us. Second, we create that genuine emotional intimacy by disclosing to our partners what we are currently struggling with, whether it's at work, with the kids, with our family, and even each other. The third thing to do is to create that genuine emotional connection is when we know each other's dreams and desires. What do you want to accomplish long term in your life? What are some future goals that you want to accomplish? It could be anything. If you share these areas with your partner, it will create that emotional connection that leads to a fulfilling and holy marriage. Get back to studying your wife or husband if you lost it, and show that genuine interest in them. And you create some emotional intimacy. But if you continue to pad your marriage with what looks like showing up to church once a week, as the perfect family, ignoring God's plan for your marriage, ignoring her needs or his needs and desires, just going through the routine of marriage and not diving into one another to fully know and fully be known, this will allow Satan to steal your marriage, and you might not ever get it back.